Hey, it's Marcy Bullock with part two of How Your Thoughts Create Your Emotions and Red Pump Moment, which you still haven't heard what red pumps mean, but you might have heard my dog barking in the last video. So you might know it might have something to do with a dog. So, spoiler alert. Now, we just ended part one of this video with your why. This is what's most important to you. It's important to get in touch with our why and to boost up our psychological immune system. So, psychological immune system, I've got a happy vibe, good things will come. We have to believe that. It's so difficult for us right now with the anxiety going on with the global pandemic, with the stress we're feeling. And it's really hard to think about even our goals. But our goals are so important because 1/3 of our waking hours are spent in our career. It's even hard to get motivated. I've heard from so many students, and I've heard from them too, that they are really trying to get in touch with what their passion is. So in your life, you have many challenges. You have times when you're going to fail. You have times when you're going to struggle. When you go into a crisis, everyone on the planet is going through a crisis. While I record this at home in July of 2020, we've all been on lockdown for I think 100 days, and the governor has just required face masks for our whole state and delayed phase 3 for 3 more weeks. It's very stressful. It is a struggle bus that everybody is on together, and believe me, I am driving it. So reminding you that whatever follows I am comes looking for you. So if you keep saying I'm stressed, 100% you will be. So think about who you want to be in 5 years. This will all be behind us. We'll have a vaccine. Listen to yourself. And if you are telling yourself, I don't know where I want to be, I'm confused, you can change that to I am awaiting clarity. It's just a simple language change that impacts you. Also, remember you're enough. Let go of the old narratives. So we talked in video number 1 on this topic about observing our thoughts and feelings, popping the thought bubble, singing happy birthday to the song of negative thoughts coming in our head. And what I want to introduce now is the puppy and the chew toy analogy. So the puppy steals the red pump from, if you like to wear red pumps, maybe they're really expensive and the puppy starts chewing on them. And you go, Mojo, that's my red pump, and start screaming at the puppy. Does it help? Probably not. But if you replace the red pump that the puppy wants to chew on, because they're getting new teeth, with a chew toy, and then you reinforce the puppy and you say, oh my gosh, great job, puppy, on chewing that. And while we're talking about puppies, we'll just see, this is my able-bodied assistant here today. Yes, that is Mojo in the flesh. All of a sudden, the puppy gets reinforced for chewing the chew toy, and they feel so much happier. That is what I try to remember when the negative thought comes in my head. I am a work in progress. All of a sudden, I start realizing, oh my gosh, I'm going in the grocery store and no one's wearing a mask and I'm going to get sick. I say to myself, replace that thought with the chew toy, with something more positive, and reinforce that, and you're going to feel so much better. You have the power to choose this, to choose your belief system. And I just want you to remember that as you go. I love the chew toy analogy. College students, I love working with you, but I also know how hard it is for you, because our data shows 60% of you feel lonely. And the research shows if you focus on being happy now, your actual job prospects will fall into place. And that's one of the interesting things to realize, is you will have more happiness. Also focus on your well-being more. Strongest predictor of happiness is good relationships. So get out and interact with people. Inflate those happiness tires. What I mean by that is we all get a flat now and then, and we have to believe in our worth. So the story about the Chicago commuter train, which focuses on helping you get out of the loneliness piece, is this is before COVID, when people could be on a commuter train and interact together. Some people just wanted to not interact with anyone. that they were told if they got this Starbucks gift card for $5 that they could participate in a study. So half of them were asked to interact with people, a stranger, for 30 minutes, and half were asked to be silent with their earbuds on. 100% positive reactions from those who talked to the stranger. They felt happier. That's the introverts and the extroverts. So think about your future, nourish the good things in your life. Nothing happens till something happens. So if you intend to do it, make it happen. Write down what you want to be in 5 years. It helps to write it down. Also think about the why behind it, because that ties into your values. And we have another video on values to watch. Also imagine how you're going to feel when this happens. Have a goal. Goal setters achieve so much more than people that are randomly just living their life with no plan. So plan it, measure the goal that you have set for yourself, and celebrate it when you get there. And then I just want to leave you with the I've got to versus I get to mentality in this video that we've talked about your thoughts and your emotions. A lot of times you can get into the whole negative spiral of blaming and complaining. I've got to do my laundry and homework and dishes. But I want you, whenever you find that you're in that trap, to change the word to I get to. I get to do my laundry because I have clothes, and the dishes because I have food, and I get to do my homework because I go to one of the best institutions in the entire globe. You will spend 900,000 hours at work, which is a lot of your wakeful hours. 13% are doing meaningful work. 20% are actually using their talents at work. Think about that. You want to be one of those 13 to 20% who are doing something you enjoy, and also who are doing something that you are good at. And we're going to leave our video now. Thanks for coming.